Coach, the rain is falling, the fans are soaked, but here's the bottom line. We've got football at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Baltimore Ravens. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This Coach, the rain is falling, the fans are soaked, but here's the bottom line. We've got football at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Baltimore Ravens.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. 10 Lobo. Let's go, D, let's go. Hey, let's get this. Hey, H3, 218, chopper, chopper. Ready, go.
Quick throw taken in by Snead. Gets by him at the 25. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Let's go.
Well, partner, it's pretty simple. One thing you don't want to see defensively, on the very first snap of the game, some guy running free like we just saw there.
Heck of a start for this offense, no doubt.
Check, check, Lucky, Lion, 64, weak. Check 50, check 50. Set, go.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
66, fully high. 24, check 24. Go, motion.
On second down now. It's Hunt, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, you know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but we got this.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. A stop there on third. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on first and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there, and I go right at him with another momentum play. I go quickly and attack them, because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop them on third down.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
To second and goal at the 6-yard line.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now.
You think you gonna get this? You think you gonna get this?
They'll run. This is Hunt. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on third and goal. This opening drive has taken him to the 2, but now they come up on a third and goal. They'll go with Foreman, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to fourth down. Okay, so you just took the big loss. Now what are you doing on fourth down?
Well, we have a change of plans now is what we have, because I think they're looking at the play sheet, trying to dial something up to go for it on fourth down. But after that loss, that goes right out the window. Now you have to kick the field goal and hope to come back down the next time and score.
So we've seen these be tricky from time to time. You know, you've almost got to cut the ball to make it go through. And this time he cut it a little too much, and he sliced it.
Yeah, and he'll tell you, no excuses on this one. It's a kick every NFL kicker should be able to make in his sleep. But your word was definitely correct. He sliced that one, and he'll miss it wide to the right.
Watch screen. Kill, kill, kill. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Check, check, check. Zoom, zoom. Hut, hut. Check 3. Check 3.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. They got his man complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34.
46 yards.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
On first down, it's Taylor. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
He's going to take a shot for the... And this is going to be intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He just joined the double-digit party with that last pick. He now has 10 on the season.
And that takes a great amount of skill, study, a tad bit of luck. But bottom line, he's had a heck of a season.
Come on,
the Bengals drive about to get going. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there, we've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll run with Foreman. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Zoom, fellas, let's go. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. 80 weapon, 80 weapon. Let's go. Alert 3.
It's complete to Snead. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
Tight into the right.
And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout.
We got 4.
They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
No gain on the play.
On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here we go.
The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going as we grind toward the end of the season here. And they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get scouted up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league. And big people always end up winning games for you.
2nd down and inches. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure.
Negative yards. Negative.
A loss of 9 on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
2nd quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession. We're scoreless after 1.
Check, 52's the mic. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
He'll drop to throw. Airing one out for Boyd. He's got a man. Complete. It's a big play there for Baltimore. And even 40 yards. Not really any offense for them to speak of here in this first half. Maybe that's what they needed, that big play.
Yeah, and it seems that maybe everything changes right there. They've been a little slow out of the gate. We've seen that. For that one big play, that could spark a big burst right here.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Watch the twist. Watch twist. Watch twist. Watch twist. Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And a loose football. And the Bengals grab it. There he goes left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0. Now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. So a very short kick, and this will be taken by one of the up men. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. 2nd and 2. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jordan Evans in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks.
Get your soft self back to huddle. Soft self back to huddle. Ready.
46, boys. 46 to Mike.
It's been a long day for you.
46 to Mike. 46.
You gonna go night-night? Some go night-night. Go. Slam. Orbit.
Back to throw. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he's stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they've got themselves a 7-0 lead here, but that, you recall, is a defensive touchdown, so still nothing as of yet for this offense.
Well, they're happy to have the lead. We got to cut them a little bit of slack. It's still early enough, just a couple of drives so far, but if this one goes nowhere, those adjustments that we talk about, they shouldn't wait for halftime. They should go ahead and start working on them right now.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike.
Come on, D. Ready, go.
2nd and 11. He's letting this one go for... Well, this is taken in. It's complete. The 20, 10, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Good job, offense. Good job.
Will Fuller, 81 yards. And the Bengals strike quickly here for 6 points. The 21st pick back in the 2016 draft, Will Fuller, and we know that he can take the top off of a defense.
He certainly can, and the way that he does it is just straight, pure speed. And I talked with one of the better defensive coordinators in the league, and I said, how do you defend that? And he said, at times, you absolutely don't. If the quarterback gets time and he heaves it downfield, Will Fuller's going to outrun any coverage you put out there.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, but now it'll be 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back in pass rush. They've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
Check 52's the most. That's right, baby. They don't want it.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He's going to air one out. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And he'll be taken down at the 18. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, we know he's an electric runner. Earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to bottle him up at different levels. That was your suggestion. Some mixed results.
Yeah, certainly, because we have seen him bottled up at times. We've seen him play him very well. We've also seen him pop the cork a few times and get out of there, haven't we?
We have indeed. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. We'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
It'll be a pickup of a couple that leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 31 yards there and a 1st down.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up 1st downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Here we go, D.
Now they try the right side here. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. They'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
I'm coming! I'm coming! I'm coming!
Check.
On the run, this is Hunt. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st. Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. On play action, they'll throw. He's got Fuller. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, first and goal. Now it's Hunt. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Kareem Hunt in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals, they widen their lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Second and 10 now from the 27.
Yeah. You don't want none.
Check 36. Bullet. Half.
Check safety. Check safety.
Exit.
They'll throw now on the final play. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. That's caught inside the 20. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Sets the kickoff.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it out past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to face a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Six. 52 is the mic right here. 52 is the mic.
He'll look to throw. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner. And I don't think with 3 scores down in the 3rd quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down.
Zoom.
They're going to try and throw.
I'm coming.
And this is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position.
Watch the run, watch the run.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like what we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They'll go buy them dinner, but after a play like that, he might reduce it, might go to the corner and just grab a hot dog or two.
Hey, I mean, they've still been blocking for him well in this game. They don't get one mulligan up front.
Okay, so what we're saying then is we're going petite filet instead of porterhouse.
8 ounce. 8 ounce is good.
All right, just checking.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid fourth down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10.
They're running it. 261.
And he'll give it here to his running back. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7.
Kill.
General.
At the 29-yard line.
Alert flare. Check, 55. Check, 55 to Mike. Hey, let's get
Firing
that
quickly here, and that's complete. And good pressure defensively to stop him for a loss of a couple. Now there's also a flag to go with it.
I know you feel that.
They got to get it to the 21 here on third down.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He finds his target, Fuller. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 18.
Okay, it's time for me to break out my thesaurus for that one. And I don't have anything. That was amazing. One-handed in this weather. I mean, you know the ball's got to be slick. But to be able to catch it and come down with it, what do they call that? The process of the catch? He completed it all the way through.
49, check 49. No. Protein spill.
They'll run on first down. Hunt. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it second and 9.
Check, 55, Mike.
Let's go, D. Let's go. And 9 at the 17-yard line.
They run again with Hunt. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Kareem Hunt, his 25th touchdown. Tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Rosas good with the extra point, and that makes the score 28-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
This quarterback now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10.
Mike 52, Mike 52.
And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges. 52's the Mike. Watch Mike, watch Mike. I got wide. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
They'll look to throw here. He finds Taylor, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven 1st down. Back-to-back good plays, have him on the move on 1st down. Looking to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And his guys are going to have the football back as the 3rd quarter comes to an end. Back now in Baltimore. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
SOS.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. What a game this defense continues to play, huh?
Yeah, they've been aggressive from the first snap, and they've controlled this ball game. But right now,
and he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Justin Tucker for the extra point. He's got it to bring it back to 28-7 now. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Ready up.
Mike, Buzz. Mike 5-5.
Too little, Cupcake. Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. Ready.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Snead's got it. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Ready.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Hey, here I come. Hey, go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Open man, it's Keith Kirkwood. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a 1st down.
And a Bengal 1st down.
Let's go.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard.
Get that ball. 36, 36. Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip.
Ready.
They'll drop to throw. Completes it to Davis. Now Davis fumbles it, and it's picked up by the Ravens.
In today's NFL, most teams don't have as many goals for the game like we used to have, where you checked off your boxes. But 0 turnovers, that's a universal. And while it won't likely cost them in this game, they're going to regret the fact that they coughed one up here.
Yeah, their first blemish. They had mistake-free football prior.
Come on, QB, come on.
5-2 is the mic.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. Now back to throw. Going for the deep ball. It got his man. Complete. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. The Ravens on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16.
Mike, 4.
I got you, son. I got him.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Able to find Isabella. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Hey, check Mike 46.
Back to throw now on 1st down. His throw caught right around the 6. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
The 5-yard line.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to pound it in with Hill. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
The give to Taylor. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 3rd and goal now as they try to punch in a late touchdown. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens cut into that lead. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Ready, ready. 30 base. Let's go. Here we go.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming.
Recon, 132 fight. Ready, go.
On 1st down, it's Hunt. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
Yeah, baby.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. They'll run on 1st down. It's Hunt. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. And finally, wrestled down at the 11. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts.
Let's go, fella.
As the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more. A little insult to injury here late in the game. And the kick by Rosas is good. And that will make this now an 18-point ball game. So he missed his first attempt, remember, but this time he gets back on the bike and knocks it home.
Yeah, and sometimes that first one can really impact you moving forward. It can just stay with you too long and affect everything else you do during the game. In this case, though, able to shake it off. He's riding high again.
Set to kick off.
And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kick.
And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
52's the Mike. Watch Mike. Watch Mike.
Night, night, sweetheart. Get a roll.
West.
3, check. Set, go. Set, hut. Set, hut.
Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
Where's 52? 52's the mic.
He's top. He's tired of us.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Incomplete on the deep ball. It's now 3rd down and 1.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
2-6. Like 22, he's coming.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is dropped it incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone. As time has run out on this ball game. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And maybe more importantly, a victory in the division, which always helps.
And on the road. How about all of that rolled up into one? Because how often do you see division games get decided by this much of a margin?
Yeah, they thumped them.
Yeah, they jumped all over them. And a division game is usually a touchdown or less because these two teams know each other better than most teams in the league. In this case, that didn't hold up. On the road, big margin, big victory. Oh, yeah, that flight home will be good.
So for Cincinnati, the win is their 8th on the year. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, their slim playoff hopes are gone now as they fall to 5-9. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.